What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dylan and welcome back to another Destiny video. Got a little bit of a Crotas and raid guide. This is basically the Age of Triumph version. This is the new version with all the new sort of mechanics and everything. Now, just word aside, I'm not doing the challenge modes within this guide. It is just strictly the normal raid. If you just want to get the normal raid done, then this may be the guide for you. I'm going to do the challenge modes in a separate guide when I actually do them. We just thought, me and my team just thought we'd actually get the normal raid done. We did it pretty quickly, it was pretty easily. And we wiped him Crota once and then we basically had to start off again. We killed him on like the second go, so I mean it was really easy for us as a good team. You know, we didn't really struggle with it at all. Pretty much the same as what you can remember, but a few things have changed. Now, starting off with the actual lamp room, at the very start of the raid, where you have to run from lamp to lamp to lamp. Basically, it's the exact same. There is no changes to the lamp room whatsoever. So basically, as long as your team can make it to the end, if you make your way from lamp to lamp, make sure as soon as you're actually running to the lamp, make sure you down stack all of your way of darkness. Coordinate as a team. Make sure you're telling each other when your all of your weight of darkness is actually gone, so then you can run to the next lamp. You know, really work as a team. Me and my team, we were quite confident, so we were just all running off at the same, when we were ready. So I mean, it was a little bit chaotic, but we did have to slow it down once or twice. But you know, just work together with your team. Make sure you're communicating properly on your weight of darkness, and you will make it to the end. Now, when you get to the end, when you're actually building the bridge, you do not have to stand on the platform to build the bridge right at the end in the lamp room. You can actually still jump on the rocks and the pillars to use your advantage so you don't get clawed and mauled to death by brawler knights. Now, another word is that there is actually wizards that spawn. Now, that's one of the main changes at the end part. A couple of wizards spawn. I think there's an extra ogre that spawns as well at times, but that's pretty much it. I mean, for the lamp room, there's no real other big changes that make it significant enough to actually be bothered. And then obviously, once you've got the first lamp room out of the way, you're going to be moving on to what you see on screen right now, and that is the bridge section. Me and my team did it legit. We just thought we'd get one person over at, one by one, and it worked out pretty easily. Basically, if you don't know, on each side of the map there is a bridge building platform. If you stand on that, you need a person on underneath each totem on the side. So basically, when you're all on the first side, you're going to have 2 on the bridge building platform, 2 under each totem. So that's 3 teams of 2, and then that's basically going to make sure that it doesn't force a wipe, because you have to have people standing underneath the totems. Now, once you get the first person with the sword, basically a sword bearer will come out of the big door in the middle, like just from up the stairs. Kill the sword bearer, he will drop a sword, and then you will actually, obviously, you should have already built the bridge because you'll already be standing on the bridge building platform. Grab the sword, run across the bridge with the sword. You can only go across the bridge if you have the sword on you. You cannot go across if you don't, so watch out for that. When the first person gets over the bridge, you will actually have to kill your, I think it's a gatekeeper, I think it is. No, not gatekeeper, I don't know what it is now. It's the blue guy with the sword. Basically, just kill him with your sword when you get to the other side, and then you should be good to go. Basically, when you kill the guy with the blue guy with the sword, basically one of the actual statues will light up. Now, there's 10 statues in total, so obviously if you get 6 people across, that is going to be pretty much 6 people, obviously they're all lit up. But what they actually do is, you only need to get 5 people across, and the last person can actually pretty much just run across, I think, because loads of swords will spawn. I think there's like 6 swords that spawn, and then basically it's just an absolute clusterfuck fest. Loads of knights will spawn. Then you're going to have to just quickly wipe all of them out. Just make sure you're all running together in a pack, because these knights will take you out very quickly. One of my teammates that we actually had ended up dying, so we had to watch out for that. All the gatekeepers will run out. Make sure you kill them, and that is that section pretty much out of the way. The door will open and you're ready to go through. Now for the next bit, obviously you got the Shrieker hallway as well. So when you get through to the Shrieker hallway, it's pretty much the exact same, so you don't need to worry about anything about that. Just the exact same as always, run through, shoot 2 Galahorns at each Shrieker, run straight through to the end. There is the chest at the end as well, where you can get anything from it, you can get exotics from it, I think. And you can get armor pieces and all that sort of good stuff and some weapons, so make sure you try and get to the end if you can. And once you get in, obviously if you make it to the other side, get the loot that you need, then basically you are onto the Death Singer. Now again, I am not doing the challenge modes. The challenge mode I will do in a separate video for both the Death Singer and Crotas, so if that is something you're interested in, then obviously subscribe to the channel for that. But for the Death Singer, it's pretty simple. Again, there's actually pretty much less enemies as well. It's a bit less chaotic. We had a little bit of an issue. Our wizards didn't spawn straight away, so I mean that was one thing we did actually sort of have to cope with. It was a little bit weird, and I failed my jump quite a few times here, so I'm really sorry about that. But Death Singer, again, basically the same as what you can remember. Pretty much split into 2 teams of 3. One go to the left, one go to the right. You're going to go towards the Death Singer, pull your wizard out. Once your wizard's out, quickly melt the wizard. Your Shrieker will open, blow your Shrieker up. Make sure you run off and don't die. Just basically run back outside, playing safe. Another change that actually is within this raid is in the actual 2 towers, boomers will spawn within these towers now, so you do have to be careful to do that. Make sure you don't get shot from behind. I actually got close to dying at one point, I think, when we was actually trying to do this, because behind us none of us really knew about it, so just make sure you're very careful for all the boomers. You don't really need to focus on the ads outside, you can just pretty much go straight in. Again, obviously this is not taken into consideration about the challenge mode. You're going to melt your wizard, again as you can see on screen, quickly kill your wizard, the Shrieker will open, quickly down the Shrieker, run outside, just basically wait for the Shrieker blast to go. As soon as the Shrieker blasts are gone, you can pretty much just run straight inside and all bum rush the wizard. If you've got a Night Stalker, the Night Stalker is really useful in that one room. You can actually tether, the Death Singer, which makes it very easy. I think I pretty much just stood still here at this one point, just because I was very confident in my team's ability to actually get her dead. They ended up killing her pretty quickly before she even went into a liturgy, so I mean, that's always nice. Then for Crota, Crota has changed significantly. The way me and my team did it, we actually wiped the first time, trying to learn some of the mechanics and some of the new ways it works. And basically, the way we did Crota was we went to the left-hand side. Basically, when you are standing on the crystal to activate the Crota encounter, there will be obviously the left side and the right side. Make sure you clear out the enemies. Once you've cleared out the enemies, you're going to want to proceed to the left-hand side. The side of the map which I'm on right now with my teammates. We found it better to have a bubble titan. Now the bubble titan is basically going to be popping his bubble on the little part where Crota will actually go and stand when he rotates to the side of the map. Basically, when you actually use your sword on Crota, you will pretty much summon his oversoul. So I mean, for the way we found it easiest was to actually just do one rotation with the sword. But another thing we did was actually create orbs of light on the stairs to the left hand side, so the person that is running the sword, aka me, for the purpose of this video, basically that person can then get their super with the sword and then they can jump up onto the rock. Now basically the combo I used to actually defeat Crota was, when I jumped up I used the right trigger, which is a big ground pound slam. Then I activated my super, which got a fuck ton of damage in, and then I ground pound slam again with the right trigger. This was by far the easiest method that I have found to actually do this. You could actually go ahead and if you was feeling greedy to get another slam in after that. So you can get 3 slams and the super in, but I usually play it safe and just get 2 slams and the super. Definitely the easiest way to play it out in my opinion. As soon as you've got that, just jump off, help your team, destroy the oversoul. And that's pretty much Crota in a nutshell. Obviously it's rotating. When he rotates, obviously you're going to want to all go inside. So once you've done the first one, you're waiting inside, then you're going to basically repeat that. You're going to basically go down the sword bearer, create orbs on the left hand side. Basically, completely do a rerun of the first one. Now, once you've done it for the second time, once you've used the second sword, what you're actually going to want to do is go into one of the boomer towers, like underneath one of the boomer towers, so that it will be an ogre. 2 ogres will spawn, 1 in each tower. If you feel confident enough, you can send 3 under each tower, so you can actually melt them as soon as they come out, so you don't have to worry about anything. As soon as you've done the actual ogres, run back up to the inside of the actual crystal room. Wait for Crotas to rotate again. You know, don't be outside, don't risk dying. You know, there's no point in risking it whatsoever. And then it's pretty much just rinse and repeat again until you kill him. We killed him in 4 swords, I think it was, which is actually pretty decent. Obviously, if you felt more confident in your team, you could probably kill him in 2 swords. If you could down him 2 times every single sword, that's completely fine, but personally, me and my team found it so much easier just to do 1 sword run because of the oversoul. You know, the oversoul does take one hell of a lot of bullets to kill. Still, it is quite a little bit easier to kill than what it used to be, but just to be on the safe side, we thought, you know, just do 1 sword run, get obviously the good damage in, the right trigger, super right trigger, you get an absolute butt ton of damage in. Try and use your supers as much as possible, again on the left hand side. If you have a Night Stalker, you can actually tether the sword bearer, you know, make sure you kill it with supers, kill them for all the supers as well. Make sure the Titan's pretty much, as soon as you go outside, got his bubble up. You can actually kill the knights in the left hand tower as well. Basically, when you do that, a wizard will spawn. Make sure you kill the wizard because he will absolutely melt the sword bearer. That's the reason we actually died the first time when we were doing it, because I got melted. So again, just melt the sword bearer, rinse and repeat. Now on the 4th sword, the thing that you have to do different is we downed him 2 times. We basically said fuck the oversoul, he had a little bit of health left, and then we basically just went for the kill. So on the 4th sword, basically you're going to jump up, right trigger, super, right trigger, go jump back onto the rock. The team's going to immediately down him again when he gets back up. Do not shoot the oversoul, no point, just as soon as you get back up, again, 2 more hits and he is dead. Anyway, hopefully this helps you on the Crota. I will have challenge mode guides coming out for Death Sing at Crota soon. Thank you so much for watching and peace.